What's up, everybody? My name is Mangrove, and welcome to the very first episode in 2026 in our forever world. It's been a while, so I know I'm late, but Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. Last time we were out here in the mangrove place, far away from home, which home is in that direction. And we've been back home and back here a few times, just collecting resources and different things from way out in this area. And we have updated to 1.21.11. So today we are definitely going to check out some of those features. But right now I'm going to collect some of these mangrove trees because we're going to need some of this wood for today's video. And then we're going to make our way back home and get to the meat and potatoes of the video, if you know what I'm saying. Now, I know some of you have already been asking and checking in, and thank you very much for doing so, about where I have been. And, well, it's kind of a crazy story. I don't know if you can tell much just by looking at the video, but I'm playing on a brand new PC, and not just a PC. I also got a new mic, I also got a new keyboard, a new mouse, basically everything. I've basically rebuilt my entire gaming studio, all to make sure that the YouTube videos are as crystal clear and up to quality as they can possibly be for you guys to enjoy watching. But in that process, I have dealt with some headaches, and well, one of those headaches was getting the new PC itself. So basically, Christmas came around, and you know, Christmas, people, you know, typically get money and gift cards and things like that. And in my family, they know what I'm doing. They know that YouTube is a dream of mine. It's something big that I'm doing right now, and that I got big dreams and goals and a future plan. So I have the support that I need, and well, I got a new PC. Only problem is, when this new PC arrived, it arrived with no GPU inside of it. And just so you can see, up here in the top right-hand corner of the screen, you can see where it says CPU and all that. I got a pretty beefy computer now. The one that I had was, it was okay, but it just doesn't compare to the one that I have now. So I was a little upset when it arrived with no GPU, because with no GPU, there's no Minecraft, there's no YouTube. It's basically a $2,000 paperweight is basically what the computer is at that point. So I contacted the PC maker, and they wanted nothing to do with it. They said when it left here, it most likely had the GPU, so someone from Amazon probably stole it. So I contacted Amazon. They also wanted nothing to do with it, and they asked me if I would be willing to purchase the GPU separately off of Amazon, and they would give me a partial refund. So I asked what the partial refund was, because I wasn't completely against that idea, but I also didn't want to get ripped off, you know. And good thing I asked, because they told me that the partial refund after purchasing a $650 GPU would be $90. So they wanted me to spend $650, and then they were going to reimburse me $90 of that. So I said no. I said the PC did not come as it was promised on the description at the Amazon posting, so I am not willing to lose almost $600 over their error, somebody messing with my package. So the next best option is, they said that I could return the PC, and I could have a new one sent out. So I opted to do that, and I kid you not, the PC that I had received, the one without the GPU, it was the last one in stock. So I had to buy a whole new PC. I did get a refund for the original, but I had to buy a whole new PC that that was a little bit more expensive because it was coming from a different provider. And when that PC arrived, it had the GPU, but for some reason, the GPU had a manufacturer error, and I was getting no output whatsoever. So it was no better than not having a GPU altogether. There was no video, there was no output at all. It was just another $2,000 paperweight, because this could only happen to me. And well, I contacted that provider, and kind of the same thing. I had to send it back, and they did send me out a replacement. And that's the PC that I'm playing on now. I finally, third time's a charm, I finally got my PC that has the GPU and everything is working the way that it's supposed to. But that is my excuse for why I've been gone so long, because I've been dealing with multiple companies trying to get my GPU so that I can make videos, and it's taken a while. But I finally have everything that I need, and that's why you're seeing this. And hopefully, the videos are going to look and sound better than they ever have. So if you notice a difference, aw crap. If you notice a difference, let me know, because I am really trying to make sure that I'm putting out the best quality content that I possibly can for you guys. And it would mean a lot to hear your feedback directly. Oh yeah, let's go. So yeah, let me know. I'm going to finish gathering up some wood, and then we are going to head back to the base. Ooh, we have another desert temple, and there's a warm ocean biome over here. So if we're lucky, maybe we can find one of those new Nautilus mobs. But I think you need pufferfish to tame them, so we're gonna have to come back here anyway, because I don't have any pufferfish right now. Okay, I don't think this is the one that we found earlier, because the other one was pretty close to the river. But let's see if we can find our way in. And nope, I don't believe we have checked this one. Make sure there's no creepers that are going to come and blow me up. And let's try to make our way down. No. Okay, we're good. Get the torches in the offhand, and let's slowly make our way down. Okay. I'll take the diamond for sure. I don't really need the pressure plate. I'll take gold, gunpowder. We do need sand. Do I want these? No, I don't think so. Not yet anyway. I'll take the bones. More diamonds. Let's go. String is always useful. Yeah, we're going to take this entire chest. An emerald, some string, bone, sand. I already have iron horse armor. And yeah, that's it. Okay. Nothing great, but I'll take it. Oh, and we can't forget the TNT. Okay, we are a little over the halfway mark home. It's about a day's walk. You can see way out in the distance over there. That is the mangrove biome that we just came from. And way over there, you can see the subscriber caverns. So it's not too far. Like I said, it's about a day's walk, but we are just about home. Oh, we are finally back home. It feels good to be back here. Back at the house, say hello to Phoebe, see the mangrove trees, see the cows, and we can get started on not just today, but the rest of the year. I have ideas. Oh, we should probably go say hello to Phoebe first. I mean, after all, it's been since last year that you guys have gotten to see her. So, hello, Phoebe. How you doing? And don't worry, Gregory Jr. is still alive. This is the same Gregory Jr., I promise you. Oh, you look so pretty. I'm talking to you. Rude. Okay. Here's all of our cows. They're still doing great. And I'm actually running low on some food. So, yeah. Okay, and if you've noticed this gradient was actually here last video, and I actually don't know if I said anything about it. but this is not going to be relevant for quite a while because this right here has to do with the main base, like the long-term mega base. And I was just getting a gradient idea down. So kind of a spoiler, but you're probably going to forget about it by the time it's actually relevant. But yeah, that's what this is. This will be for the mega base. So if you have any ideas on what that's going to look like, let me know in the comments. Okay, now for today's video, the very first thing that I want to do is I want to establish a plan for the entire year. And that means that we are going to need a goal board, and we might just put it right here. We might just take these guys down and put them to the sides, and yeah, then we can make this our entire year goal board. I need some signs. Okay, so I have this in 3 different categories. We got early year; those are going to be the things that we hit early, obviously. Then we have mid, the middle of the year, and then end to end the year. So yeah, hopefully we have some pretty big success over on this side. But to start things off, the first thing that I want to do this year is make sure that we have some kind of starter home. And then after that, we need to make sure that we grow lots of mangrove because, well, first of all, that's the best tree in the game, and we're going to be using a lot of it in a lot of our different builds. And one of those builds is we're going to have to build Phoebe a stable. And I know that Phoebe is spelled weird, but that is how I spelled my Phoebe's name, so there's that. Then we also need some kind of crop and animal farm, ideally somewhat automated. That way we can have endless sources of food until we get to villagers, of course, and we can get golden carrots. And of course we need the nether. We need to access the nether, which we plan on doing that in episode 10, so we're not too far away. And then what we are doing today is we are going to build a map room, and this map room is going to be pretty interesting. I'm going to explain it a little bit later in the video. For now, we are going to move on to the mid-year goals, and that includes a nether hub. And that's not the entire nether system, that is just the hub. Right when you first walk in, the first thing you see that helps you navigate different areas of the nether. Then in the overworld, we need some kind of transportation system. Transportation, making sure that's spelled right. And that's gonna be like bridges, railways, different things like that. Maybe even an underwater travel system now that we have mounts in the ocean. And next we are going to have a villager hall, and this villager hall is going to be more of like the big hall, because we're going to have villagers pretty early on that we're going to trade with, and maybe even have an iron farm and a breeder and all that. But the villager hall, that's going to be the organized, real nice, professional looking build. Then we need to have some kind of boss fight, and that could be the pillager outpost next to that village that we were at the start of the video, or it could be a wither, or it could be a warden, some kind of boss fight, one way or another. In mid-year, we have to have a boss fight by that point. Then another reason why we are gathering so much mangrove is because part of our base idea is going to be a massive mangrove tree house. And to go along with that, we also need to have a world museum. World museum. And that is our mid-year goals. Now we move on to the big boys, the end of the year goals, the things that you guys are all here to see. And let me know what you think. If you have any that you think need to be added to any of these lists, let me know. The first thing we're going to put on the end year goals is our main mega base. The entire world is going to branch out from this mega base, and I know that I've mentioned what that base idea is in earlier videos, so if you haven't seen those, go back and watch them if you're curious, or stick around and see what we build. Next is the full nether system, and this is going to be, the full beautiful tunnels and things that are designed intentionally to look good, not just the nether hub. Then we also need a mega storage system. And we need to start working on the main city. How do I get back? Okay, main city plans. We need to update our map wall that we're going to be building today. And hopefully by the end of the year, we are able to open the 100th episode time capsule. And in order for that to happen, that means that I have to upload more than once a week at least some point in the year. So that should be exciting. That means that we are going to be kicking up the content pretty soon. And speaking of, I know many of you have been asking about my very first stream, and that's coming very soon. Keep an eye on the channel. I don't have an exact date just yet, but you will be notified before I go live once a date has been picked. So keep an eye on the channel if you really want to interact with me live in this world. Okay, and now it is time to move on to building the map room. And in order to build the map room, we need to gather maps and fill those maps. And along the way, we are going to hopefully encounter some of the new 1.21.11 features, and we can go ahead and get started on one of those right now. The spear, the new weapon. And I have literally zero experience with this, so I don't know what it does. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, I've never actually done this whole making maps in a giant grid thing, so hopefully I do this right. We start with the very center. Oh, cool. So our home isn't even in the center of the map. And okay, this is the complete opposite of what I thought we were going to be doing. All right, so we need to go this way, and now we open another map. Is that right? Yeah, okay. All right, so what do we do now? I need to go that way and then come back to the middle and get those two sides. Okay, I am on a mission to find a very specific new Nautilus mob, whatever that thing is called. I want the shiny one, the one that has all the coral colors on it, and it's zombified. That's the one that I want. So I'm gonna come over here and see if we can find one. Oh, here's a normal one. That's not the one that I want. That's just the basic one. I need one that spawns with a drowned on it and has the coral sticking out. What would be really cool is if I can go into this ship and just happen to find the armor for these guys. Not sure that I would be that lucky though. Definitely not in this one, and definitely not in that one. Okay, I have been swimming around for far too long, and I haven't found a single Nautilus thing with a drowned riding it. So I think we're just gonna have to settle for this guy. And I think, yep, okay. I just keep feeding him these until he gets hearts. And yo, and I believe I can breathe underwater now. Is that right? No. I have to be on him. To be on him. And will he despawn? Will he despawn? And I don't know. Well, we got a new friend. Oh, whoa. Well, I was not expecting that. All right, it's time to head home. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not our first death. Not our first death. Not our first death. Not our first death. No. Oh. Okay, we gotta eat. Can I heal you? Okay, is that good? All right, I think they're back to full health. Oh, we almost had our first death. That was terrifying. Okay, now we got all the maps and all the item frames, and now it's time to build this map room. And I think it's going to go under this room, and I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put the stairs or how we're going to get down just yet. Actually, I think we're going to just go directly under here. I think that's probably going to be the easiest because I don't use this little area very much anymore anyway. Okay, it's only taken me all day because, well, I'm bad at preparing and bad at building and bad at pretty much everything Minecraft related, but here's the map room. So basically, how this is going to go, it looks different in my head, okay? But this map down here is going to be an ever-changing map. So, pretty much throughout the entire series, this is constantly going to be updating in real time, essentially. This map right here is locked. This is going to represent exactly where we started, so it's never going to change. And then once a year, I am going to add more maps. So this will be our 1 year map, and this will continue to change. And then this will be our year 2 map, and this will continue to change. And then after that, we're going to expand. So this entire room is going to change. It's going to get bigger, and we're gonna basically add a hallway, and yeah, it's gonna be big. But you know, that's years down the road. For now, this is what we got. We got our ever-changing map looking identical to our forever starter base map. And I don't know why there's 2 green things, because it's just me. Like there's only one player. It doesn't show a tabs list or players, but yeah, it's just me here. So and this one only has 1. So yeah, not sure why that one has 2, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh, and I know that this looks pretty ugly, but eventually I'm going to have water vaders, and it's going to have like a nice actual entrance. So this is temporary. Just remember that while all of my builds look like they're from 2012. And as we come to the end of the episode, these 4 people right here are the first people to be added to the subscriber caverns in 2026. We got McDonald's Hairline, Sir Stormy, Alsjif, probably pronounced that wrong, and Cat Soldier. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want your name in the subscriber caverns, all you got to do is subscribe and make sure your subscriptions are public, or else I'm not going to be able to see your name in my subscriber notification area thing. So I really want to add you to the caverns, so please subscribe and make sure your subscriptions are public. And now we just have a couple more things to do before the episode ends, and the first one is actually a 2-for-1, because last episode we actually didn't put anything in the 100-day time capsule because we didn't make it back to the base before the end of the episode. So today we are actually going to put 2 items into the 100 episode time capsule, and those 2 items are about to be revealed in just 1 second. Okay, we are going to put the map that represents the first time that we traveled last episode, and then the spear is going to represent the start of 2026, and 1.21.11. And this map is locked, so even though we have the locked map room downstairs, we still have our very first locked map of the starter area. I know it's cut off a little bit, but it gets the job done. So that is it for the 100 episode chest. And that's actually going to just about do it for this video, guys. Next episode, we're finally going to build something. Like, we're going to build like an actual thing. So, yeah, don't miss it. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like button. If you really liked it, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.